Okay, so I think stream is live. I'm not too sure if you guys can hear me. So let's wait some people to join and just let me know if you're able to hear anything. I'll wait a few minutes. Okay, are you there? Okay, so you guys can hear me, right? I'm not Telugu. Or do I look Telugu? Okay, I'm not. How can you guys hear me? I think I need to move my here. Okay. I mean, do you speak Telugu? No, I don't speak Telugu. Are you Indian, sir? Yes, I am. But I live in Canada now. Okay, good. And you guys can hear me, see the screen share, right? Everything is good. You can see the chat. Everything is going good, right? That's the first time I'm doing. Okay, chat is gone. Okay, let me do one thing. I'll get the chat. Where the chat goes? Shit. That's funky. Let me move that guy here. Whoa, where did the chat go? Oh, here it is. Okay, let's keep it on the left side. Oh, well, this is something weird going on. Yeah, this is a new software I'm using. Now you guys can see the chat, right? Good. But you guys can't see the. Hello, sir. How are you? And Congo Lemke. Oh, thank you. Give me 1 sec. I'm just trying to set up my my browser here, and this is something new. Okay, this is good. And let me bring that guy here and make it right. If I click here, okay, now you should see it. And if I click it, it's gone. Okay, no worries. I won't click here. Okay, hi. Now I'll reply you guys. So how's it going? Let's maybe wait a few people to join. What are suggestions? Yeah, okay. What is the suggestions you give to succeed in life for a fresher when getting started their career? Like a fresher, you have a job, or like you're looking for a job? Well, if you just started, I would say what kind of organization you join matters, because sometimes like you join a very big organization and you become a small part, then you need to do a lot of work by yourself, not at the job. I mean, job you'll be fine at the job, but you need to like do side work, like side learning, like, yeah, so that because the thing is, like, tech is so broad. Like, you would be spending like 10 years of your life doing something very niche, and you would have no idea like how the outside world looks like. So in tech, it's kind of like, that's why people burn out, right? Because they have to do their demanding job as well as they have to study on the side. So this is the brutal part. Okay, and if you're looking for a job, then I would say stick to the basics, because there's so many things you can do. Sticking to the basics should be fine, because as a fresher, right, if you have no experience, I don't think anyone would ask you to do something crazy. You need some years of experience before you'll be like responsible. Okay, just quote a job in a startup IT. Good for you. Good. Yeah, in startup they don't pay you that much, but that's fine. I mean, for first 3 years, your salary will be like below average, and after 3 years, like you can get good salary in tech. I mean, at least you used to, but nowadays things have changed. Um, uh, have you guys that like? I've been working on this Codstak platform. I have a newsletter as well. I don't know how many of you guys are subscribed. I see a lot of people are subscribed. Yeah, I was doing like I redesigned the platform, and I removed some of the front end challenges. I need to do some migration, so I didn't get time, but I'll do that. How much DSA is needed for front end role? Uh, it depends on the company. Nowadays, like everyone asking DSA, so uh, do like at least easy to medium questions. And competitive program is not necessary unless you're targeting Google, and then, I mean, or like FANG companies, right? Yeah, so because there's limited time you can do, right? Unless you want to do it like 12 hours a day, then you can do anything. But you probably have life outside, like studying and working, right? So if you guys go to, maybe I'll copy the link. That's easy. Go to, can't copy paste it. Okay. Let me pin that. Okay. No, I think TCS is good for first job. Yeah, a lot of people start with TCS. I would say for the fresher, like you don't have that much option, right? I'm not saying like you can't join a certain company, right? In this market, at least have a job. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like at least have a job. Hi sir, and I'm in an MNC as a support engineer for 2 years of work experience. I'm currently trying to switch to dev roles. Okay. My question is, does my support experience is obstacle? I don't think. What kind of support? Like, do you like do like server work? Then anything you're doing tech related is not waste. Anything you're doing outside tech related, yeah. I mean, nobody probably care. But if you're doing like, if you in a like Scrum kind of ceremony, right, and you're like delivering something, fixing bugs, right? So you have some experience. Do you provide referrals? Yeah, I don't, because I work in a company, right? So I don't, and it's based in Canada, so I don't think like the referrals work. Yeah, okay, the server work. If you're doing just server work, yeah, and then I would say, yeah, I mean, yeah, just do the basics of development, and I think you should be fine. Yeah, it's not an obstacle. You can certainly write down in your resume. And you can, if they ask an interview, then say, okay, I've been doing this work and I feel like I can do more. So like I've been studying, self-studying, or doing some boot camps, or like doing some courses, right? And you can mention that as well. Okay, I got referrals and passed 2 rounds, TRMR, but I didn't perform well, very versed in soft skill, and now they are conducting again MRS final round, which could be the reason for the second. So you're saying your behavior round didn't go well for soft skills. Yeah, soft skills, some companies are very heavy on soft skills. I have a book on that. Let me find, it's not allowing me to paste. If you go to like any of my video, I have links, and there's a ebook on Gumroad. It's mostly on soft skills, so I think that can help you if you want. It's like $2 or something right now, so you can grab that. I have put a lot of work building that. What is Codstak? So this is a platform I've been building for less than a year now. So I started with the idea that I'll add more the front end challenges, and then I see like a lot of people, they're doing DSA kind of thing. So I was like, maybe I'll add that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm adding courses. So if you go to Codstak/courses, it's not in, I mean, I haven't released, it's just in testing. But you can see like I'll be adding a lot of courses, like self-paced courses where you can go in and do your work, and most of them will be free. This is my idea, so that you guys can learn. And I'll be adding like DSA courses, and algorithms, JavaScript, TypeScript, SQL. Like I'm trying to add like those courses, but it will take time, right? Because I'm the only one working on that, so it might take maybe like 3-4 months. I'll give myself like 1 month to add one course. So if I'm adding 6 courses, right, so it will take 6 months. Okay, we maintain infrastructure for retail chains in North America. Good. Yeah, I mean, if you have like any kind of dev work, I would say I'll go with that. What could be the reason for second MR? I didn't get the MR. Is it like a manager round? It's okay. I mean, don't stress about it. If you have the round, right, so don't stress about. I mean, having an interview is always better than not having an interview. Don't think too much why they have second. Maybe they have like second manager, like, oh, I want to talk to this person, right? So a lot of things goes behind the curtains, like you have no idea what's going on, and some of those things are very silly. And if you know them, you'll be like, man, I was stressing about that. Hiring is not in your hand. Like sometimes roles comes in and like they probably hired someone internal, right? And there's so many things happen in the hiring. So if you're getting the interviews, just prepare for that. Don't stress about why I'm getting second or third, right? Okay, so I'm learning front end and I'm good with JS now. Learning React, and everyone asks me to AI project, but how do I start learning AI even though I'm making my fundamentals strong to clear interviews? Good. Yeah, I mean, if you want a job, AI, you can just take help from AI, but no employer will say, okay, build this with AI, right? They want people who have skills, who have all kind of skills, and on top of that, they'll give them AI or Cursor or ChatGPT. Okay, you can use that and build something. So no one will give AI to a person who has like no knowledge what a JavaScript is, right, or what React is. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, do your soft skills, do your technical skills, everything. Yeah, AI is. I've been making a lot of videos in AI, but those are for someone who has like good experience or who have been like studying for like 1 or 2 years. Yeah, if you just started, yeah, yeah, don't try ChatGPT, man. It will kill your skills. Yeah, you will feel like you know a lot of stuff, but when an interview comes, yeah, no one will hire you. Yesterday I just started with DSA and dev from scratch. Is too no second year. No, you're not too late in second year. You have plenty of time. Everyone has time. Like it's not like I would say give it at least 6 months. Great home UI. Don't tell me you used AI to build this completely. No, I used AI. Yeah, I mean, especially if I'm working solo, right? One of the things I found, like, AI is pretty good if you want to like if you have 1% or 2% team. It's really good because you can build stuff fast as compared to, let's say, a company where like they'll give you like a feature request, right? And I mean, in a company it's very hard to use AI to ship faster because it's a lot of bottlenecks. A lot of people have to review everything, right? So maybe like it used to take you like maybe like 10 hours, and now you can do in like 8 or 7, and you can save yourself 3 hours for now. But as companies know that you can ship faster, they give you more work. So it's not going to be easy for us. Yeah, in short term maybe, but in long term, like, you'll be getting a lot of work, and people will be shipping a lot of software which they don't understand how it works. They just ship it because the managers like ship something, like fix this bug, and you'll fix it. It will work, but the next person will say, okay, why did you write like 100 lines of code for that? Yeah. Okay. Practicing DS and JS. Your industry experience. What does that mean? I didn't get you. Yeah, do DSA in JavaScript, TypeScript, C++, whatever you like. How can I overcome the feeling that I'm forgetting everything I learn in code? Oh, it happens with me all the time. And what's the best way to make consistent progress despite the mindset? If you have like because I made a video about this. If you want to learn something or put in your like long-term memory, you need to practice a lot. That's the thing. We are not practicing a lot. Uh, if I'm let's say I'm doing CSS, right? Just saying, giving you an example. If I'm doing CSS today, and I did some basic like Flexbox grid, right? And then I don't do that for 1 month. I'll forget everything or most of it. Why? Because I didn't practice it. So you need to like practice. That's why I'm creating this platform, Codstak, right? So that even I can use it, right? I can go and solve some UI challenges or like this lead code style or like DSA kind of challenges. I'll be adding like I have so much in my mind, but I just have so limited time. But I'll be making progress. I'll share with you guys on YouTube or my other platforms as well. I'm mostly on YouTube nowadays. I don't have time for like Instagram, X, whatever. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, just keeping track of those things. I don't know how people do that. I can't do that. I just post silly things on Instagram. I don't know if you guys on my Instagram. You should. How do you have like Instagram, like IG? Maybe you guys can follow me there. It's same tech with Saran Friday, and you guys can follow me there. If I have like a good number of followers, I'll probably be doing a lot of Instagramming. And I think Substack, you guys can find me at Substack, and I'll be hopefully this year it's not allowing me to paste something, so I'm just writing it down. For Substack, I'm thinking of adding like different newsletter, maybe one for DSA, one for system design, and one for like front end. So this is my current goal, but there are a lot of things. That's like, so I'll try to do things like one by one, or not do at all if I procrastinate too much. Doing masters from IIT is beneficial. I didn't do that, so I did masters, but I did from Canada. I did from UBC. Doing masters is good, but if you feel like, oh, you didn't get a job after bachelor's, you'll get after masters, yeah, that won't happen. So if your sole goal is to get a job, I would say spend those 2 years hunting jobs rather than doing masters. But if you want to do like PhD or do some research work, IIT is a good batch, right? You can do a master and then you can do a PhD, and then you can work as a scholar or whatever, right? So it's not a bad option. But if you have time or you feel like, but don't give yourself too much options, then it will confuse you. Like limit yourself, limit like what you can do and what you should do. If you have like, I can do masters, or I can find a job, or I can do AI or whatever, right? So narrow down what you can do or what you want to. For second MR, I'm thinking that they'll check my projects are real or fake based on my answer in past round, and also check both my tech skill and behavioral skill. Yeah, your projects. Yeah, if you haven't made your projects, you can talk about that. I mean, yeah, don't stress too much about second round. If you stress about that too much, then you won't be able to perform, right? It would be great if you could tell what kind of projects I should be making in React to get noticed by companies. What kind of projects you can do? You can do a lot of things. The problem is if you're just because there's so many developers right now in the market, so getting noticed by companies are hard, but it's not impossible. So I would say if you want to apply for like a UI position, right, like you strictly think yourself like a JS, CSS kind of developer, then build something beautiful so that other people can hire you to make stuff. And if you're more like a logic kind of guy, then I would say you maybe try basics of backend coding and then build a full stack kind of app heavily on front end. But you can take help of AI just so that you can at least build the basic things on the backend side, but on the front end, don't use AI. Just do your skills. Okay, doing masters. Okay, I think that is good. I asked ChatGPT how can I use Mon in Salesforce ecosystem. It said React, Node, MongoSQL. So they made their own ecosystem. How do that engineer who can build these things like own programming language? I don't know if I get your question. So that I don't think web dev journey. If you can repeat your question, I didn't understand. Is there no language selection in Codstak? Yeah, currently just JavaScript. I'll be adding types. I'll be adding Python and maybe Java, because I think these are three language people are using, right? But I don't know how hard it is to add Java, but I'll add Python. It's relatively simple. It should be relatively simple. If you guys curious, I can talk about the but maybe I'll do a new stream where I'll go deep, like how you can build a platform like that if you guys are curious, or just for your learning, right? Yeah, this so currently just JavaScript, but I'll be adding more. Okay. Sir, if you're hiring for front-end role fresher, what skills would you be looking for? Please tell me start to finish. What skills would you be looking for that makes more stand out? It's not like standing out. When companies are hiring, like most people, they can't even do the basic stuff. I'll be very honest. Most developers, if you interview them, they won't be able to do the very basic stuff because it's hard. So standing out is not difficult, because see, we don't interact with a lot of people, right? We just do our stuff, and then we don't have that much knowledge, like how much learning other people's doing. Or like if you go to YouTube, everyone's like building some cool things, and you feel like, oh, it's easy, like everyone can build it, why I'm not building it? So I'm definitely sure if you compete if you're a decent developer, like you've been doing for 6 months, 1 year, you'll be better than most, like 80% of the people. If you're doing if you're learning, it's not like you just like copy pasting some code from ChatGPT. Then you will not be able to compete them. So if you want to stand out, I would say build real things, and then you can showcase them to people that I built that. And it's like having a mindset where you're a builder, and you're not thinking like how people will judge you, because, well, they'll judge you anyway, right? So why don't you build some stuff and share it with other people? Okay, what's the right way to practice coding? I feel like I'm just memorizing coding patterns instead of actually using logic. How can I change that and develop real? Okay, so you need to memorize patterns. That's especially for interviewing, right? So that's not a bad thing per se. And this and not memorizing per se, but let's say if I ask you to write a function and a for loop and if else statement, are those memorizing? Maybe, but you need to know them, right? So there are few things in coding which you need to memorize, and then the logic. Most of the software engineering is actually hooking one thing with another. This is what, you are kind of like building a pipeline. So let's say you have a well here and you need a water here, right? So you need to build a pipeline, and it's going from mountains to range, and so you need to connect everything, and there's a height. So you'll be doing a lot of stuff building those. So this is what software engineering is for most jobs. But some jobs it's very challenging. The problem's really hard, and you need to study very hard and be top of your game. But for most dev jobs, they're not that difficult. That's why AI is coming in, right? Because companies are figuring out maybe we can automate a lot of stuff, and they can. I mean, even now, even before AI, people were they're doing automation a lot. So automation is going to be crazy, and yeah, it will be interesting. What's the future looks like. Don't forget me, Sadaf, after you reached top position in YouTube. Thank you. I don't know. 1 million, I don't know if I have. I'll probably be quit by then. Yeah. I don't know if I have aspiration to become a 1 million subscribe channel. I don't know how long I'll be doing YouTube. Okay. Where I am. Okay, how can you build your own programming language? I mean, how to reach that. Okay, that was the question. Yeah, it takes, first of all, you need to be curious. That's the thing. And as I told you, there's a demand, right? If you're solving a problem, just like on the Codstak, I'm solving a problem, right? So I gave myself a problem, and then I thought about the solution. Then I see how people react, and then people say, okay, there's just like someone asked me, is this JavaScript in there, right? So now I'll say, okay, I need to add other options, I need to add other languages. So people build those skills first of all by virtue of just spending time and effort. So it from the outside it looks like magic, and the technology is kind of magic if you think about it. But if you want to be at that position, I would say be curious, like curiosity. Don't let your curiosity die. If that dies, like, then you won't be able to do that. So why don't you build your own programming language? Who's stopping you, right? You'll be learning a lot. But the thing is, we have very limited time. You probably have a lot of things to do. You need to take care of your family or whatever. But you can do on site, right? You can spend like a weekend, or not one weekend, but you can spend time on weekends to build those things. And yeah, so as your experience grow, like you will be building a lot of things. This is what, like, when I started my journey, I was seeing like code people wrote, and I was like, man, how did they write that? I was so much like, they would be too smart. They were smart, but they're not as smart as because now I could write some of that code, not all, some of the complex code, right? And now I still go to repositories and go to project and see like how did someone wrote that, like, or like how did they figure out. And then there is a fascination, and the fascination is like you can grow that fascination by being curious. Okay, let's not spend too much time on one question. Sir, I'm a fresher. What do you mean by building unique real things? Give me some ideas to build. Yeah, that's the thing. Ideas, if I give you like an idea of Airbnb in year 2003 or 4, you would be like having like so much money. Ideas, it's not like I have so much ideas in my mind. Funny thing, I actually wrote down few of the ideas on my phone, and I bought a domain last year. It's like I'm nowadays I'm more interested in like building software as a service, like SaaS products. I don't know if you guys into SaaS. You probably, like, most of you are like new to the development, right? But apart from that, I would say like see like how people make money with software, and you would be amazed. Like, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's possible. It's possible to make serious money with softwares. So if you like money, most people like money, right? And we vilify that. Oh, like, you're here in tech because you like money. Yeah, I like money. Like, everyone is like. Apart from money, like, there are other reasons we do tech. But if you're into like SaaS, then you can see like how people like sell products. And to answer your question, unique real things, I might in few days or months, I'll give you something. The idea was basically like I'll collect those ideas and put them on a platform so that other people can make that, and we can make like a marketplace. This was my idea. Let's say you're building an app, right? And then you can sell that app. But the thing is, there's so many things which, like, I need to figure out like how much it cost. Maybe like we'll make like a micro SaaS platform where you guys, like anyone with AI, without AI, can build something and publish it, and other, let's say I need that app, or I'm someone who's building it, or I need a source code, right? So I can pay you, let's say $100 or $200 or 1,000. I don't know like how much it should cost. Yeah, that was the idea. I don't know how. So these kind of things you can build. You need to think outside of box, like, or you can redo a lot of stuff and make it better. So idea with Codstak right now is to make a better lead code, not lead code. See, the problem with lead code is it's good for practice, but it's not good for learning. That's the thing. People go there, think that they learn a lot of stuff from lead code, but they get disappointed because it's a platform to practice DSA, not to learn DSA. So the idea with Codstak right now is it's to practice coding, practice front end, practice like data structures. And I'm thinking like more of adding like a whole computer science curriculum in long term, or like a year or so. So I'll be adding like courses on here, more challenges, more features. Yeah, so this is the basic idea. So you can try different ideas. Okay. Is it challenging to break into tech field at the age of 31 with an arts background? Nowadays it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. And I'm not someone who's gatekeeping, like if I'm saying hard. Hard is relative. Current job market is more of like when it was not like 2 3 years ago, not like 2019, but more like 2009, and most of you were like kids in 2009. So can you get a job? Yes, anyone can get a job. Like getting a job is not difficult, but it's hard. It's getting harder. Companies are they don't have that much budget. They're tightening their budget. There are not a lot of people hiring. That's why like I did a survey a few days ago, and I found that more than 50% of you like you've been applying for more than 1 year. So this is telling you something about the current job market. But yeah, I'm not demotivating anyone. Anything is possible if you learn, if you practice. And the good thing about tech is background doesn't matter. If you are good, you're good. People will run behind you to get you. So how are you doing? Tell me, Gora, tell you that you have amazing internet. Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot. Do you think M3 MacBook, hardware stuff. Do you think M3 MacBook with 24 gigabytes of RAM is good enough for software development? 25, yeah. Maybe get why, like I got this MacBook, right? And it cost money. These MacBooks are not cheap. I would say before you go and buy a MacBook Air, I think Air is comparatively cheaper. Why don't you get a ThinkPad, a good ThinkPad, and install Linux on that? I think this is what I would do, unless like you want to run some particular software which just runs on Mac. You'll save money and you'll understand a lot of things. Maybe get a cheap one. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Get a cheap one and try Linux first. This is what I was thinking. I'm thinking right now, ditching my Mac maybe in the future. Brother, what is your package? Yeah, I don't think I'm comfortable sharing that. Okay, how do you guess if someone covers some part of full stack that it will be? I think your question got cut off in the middle. Hi Saran, how important is DSA for software engineers today, and how deep should we go? DSA is, I made a video a couple of weeks ago that doing DSA has two parts. The first is like the job part, which is fine, like you go as hard as you can, and second is like more of your learning so that you can become a better engineer. I would say do both. First on the job part, you need to get a job. So to get a job, do DSA if it's required. Most of the time it's required now, so you have no option. But sometimes the companies, they don't ask. So do at least basic of DSA, and then you can do for the other stuff, like doing DSA for the long term. You have time. Then you can go deep and you can learn more about how data structure algorithm works. But for short term, do at least like the challenges like I'm adding on Codstak, or you can try other platform like LeetCode. Is it worth write blog on topic that I learn, post LinkedIn, how it is? Yeah, LinkedIn is weird. If you're thinking that writing blogs on LinkedIn will get you a job, it's very hard. But if you like doing that, yeah, then you should do. But don't do that because you think like it will get you a job. Okay. Hi sir, I sent you an email recently, thumbnail design. Okay, yeah, thumbnail. I have a person like who's doing thumbnail with me, and I'm pretty happy with him. So yeah, if anything changes in the future, then I'll let you know. I'm ready, sir, to work with you like open source project. So what technology do you use to build Codstak? So Codstak is basically built on Next.js. I previously did like my backend on Python. Then I was like, maybe I should do in like one language. So I moved to TypeScript here. And I'm running a Docker instance where like all the code execution goes. I'm deploying it on Vercel. I'm keeping lean because with time, maybe I'll add like other stuff to the platform. But right now I make it lean so that I don't do a lot of context switching. So right now I'm just using Next.js, and Next.js has routes like where you can create your backend APIs, or you can do server actions. I'm doing backend APIs right now, and yeah. So this is like very lean tech stack I'm using. I'm using Tailwind and ShadCN. Yeah, and Next.auth I'm using for authorization. For DB, I'm using something called Neon. It's like to host your database, but it's a Postgres I'm using right now. Okay, how do you guess if someone covers some part of full stack in 9 months? What will be in your okay? Are you asking how do you guess if someone covers some part of full stack in 9 months? Is it like what can you do in 9 months? Yeah, if you can write your question again. One of the reason I'm leaning towards is the battery backup. Okay, I had used Ubuntu on my Dell. The battery was worse than on Windows. Yeah, battery is pretty good on Mac. So yeah, 24 gigs RAM should be enough, but you probably need more storage. This is what like I felt with I always carry this guy SSD, but like Mac wouldn't work without this because it takes a lot of space and memory is expensive in Mac. So if you're fine with that, RAM is fine. I think we don't have any problem with RAM. 24 gigs should be fine for basic or even advanced dev work. Like it should be fine. Why don't you develop a project which visualize the code that written, develop and push it to GitHub? Then I will download and add to my resume. I don't think I understand what that means. But I'm working on Nest.js project. I know nothing about it. How can I learn it fast? By building something useful, like you can learn it fast. And learning fast should not be a goal. Like you can't learn anything fast. Your brain has capacity to learn. So learn with its natural pace, add complexity with time. I made several videos on that. Everyone wants to like learn everything. So give yourself some time. In your opinion, if someone covered some part of full stack development in 9 months, what do you think they would be able to achieve? My English is not so good. That's fine. Full stack in 9 months, again, like depends. You can do a lot of things, but 6 months is just to learn the basics. If you're new to coding, then 6 months is just for the basics. So 9 months, I don't think you can do a lot of stuff. But again, with AI, you might do like prompt engineering and you build something. So with time, like you will experience is what like you get when you go to different projects. There's a limitation what you can do on your own. Maybe you can build a good software, but with real experience, that's why like I ask people to go do a job for some time so that they can learn how the whole software engineering ecosystem works. Develop a project called visualization of code data and pushing it to my resume. Yeah, I don't know how will that work. Man, my company is working on that. They want me to migrate whole project on that. My company is working on that. Company is working on Nest.js. Yeah, then do you have like some experience? Like, I don't think Nest.js is that. I mean, if you're good with JavaScript and TypeScript, it should be fine, and you're good with like backend. But I would say like maybe use ChatGPT or other tools and learn first of all the basics of web development and backend development, and then jump into Nest.js. Give yourself like a solid background, and companies do that. I mean, whole project is shifting on Nest.js. That's fine. I mean, I think you'll be able to do that, and that's how you learn. Like when they put you in a position where you can't back down, then only you can learn. In your DSA video, you told DSA is all about pattern. How to identify that pattern? There are a lot of ways you can identify those patterns. Well, you need to do those patterns first, then only you can identify. Like there are different algorithms which can only give you solutions. And this is what I'm saying in the video, that like we think like DSA is kind of like a system where like we can judge someone's intelligence, which some part you can, but most part, if someone is able to do like DSA problem in their interview, it's not like they're smart. It's more like they have done these kind of questions before. This is what I was saying. So it's not, DSA is not a tool to check your smartness. It's a tool to see like how hard you can grind. This is the reality. Companies need people who can grind for like 12, 15, 16 hours a day. Can you do that? Like, in order to crack those interviews, you need to do that. So that demonstrates, this is like the thing companies are doing when they hire you, or not hire you, when they interview you. Okay, lots of chat. Oh. Have you guys subscribed me on, I don't know, YouTube you probably are subscribed, but have you guys followed me on Instagram, and have you subscribed to the email list? If you do, please type yes. Okay. So I told, okay, I think I'm getting some questions. Okay, so I'm good at Express Node, but TypeScript is kind of tough. Yeah, TypeScript could be tricky, but do at least the basics of TypeScript. Yeah, don't go deep in TypeScript. TypeScript is kind of like, it's like complexity on top of complexity. So do the basics of TypeScript, I think you should be fine. Yeah, don't stress too much. I'm 18 and quit my education after school. I know it's hard to get a job, but maybe in the future companies are looking to ask for degree. Well, you can always think that, but if you can do some kind of bachelor's after your education, I mean after +2, so that you have like some kind, because degree requirement is not going to go away soon. So do something. Hi sir, I have 2 years experience in Monstack, but due to family commitment, I had left job last year. It's been 10 months, but now hard to get an interview call yet. Yeah, I think I told, like nowadays it's getting very hard to get an interview call. A lot of economical reason, a lot of different reasons, but market may bounce back, who knows. And you already have experience, so I know it's been 10 months, but I would say like keep going. It's hard. You're not alone, and this is what I'm saying. You're not alone. I know a lot of people who's going through this, so you're not alone. But yeah, don't quit. You already have experience, so I would say just a matter of time you'll get the job. Someone messaged me a few days ago. He got a job, I think after 2 years or something, and he didn't have like much of development experience. He was switching to development. Nice fella, but he struggled for like almost 2 years, and he was messaging like he has a family and everything, right? So people are going through hard stuff, but yeah, don't quit. So today everyone says become full stack developer, but when we ask some deep questions on JS1, and they got blank and says it full stack. Yeah, no, I mean, just saying full stack doesn't make you a full stack. When full stack is pretty broad, and previously I wasn't even recommending that to someone who's like new, because it's huge. It's very huge, and if you just started, then you'll be like doing a lot of things. So if possible, stick with one stack for now, and like maybe do like 80% front end or back end, and rest do the other things. But have like an overall picture in your mind, like how system works. Not like if they ask you a tricky question, you won't be able to answer them, but still you have like basic things. Okay. Nowadays, many people develop their website giving problem solving. Oh, are you asking nowadays many people developing like the website giving problem solving? Yeah, so how is it different? Yeah, so my idea is to actually, this is just like the first step. The challenge is like just the first thing you can do. I'm adding courses. So my basic idea is with Codstak is I'll give you like questions in order like they should be. In LeetCode or other platforms, the questions are random, and you go there and you think like you can do that, but you couldn't. So I'll be adding courses where you will have like somewhat kind of a path. I can't like say like it will be perfect, but you do like some kind of path where you like, maybe you give yourself 30 days and you say, okay, I'll complete this course By the end of 30 days, you should be able to do most of those questions because you already have done some part of them, right? This is what my goal is with this platform. And I'll be adding more courses. This is my goal. I didn't add any. I was thinking like maybe in the release I'll do that, but it's just too much work. So I just released it, and now I'll be doing a lot of work on that. So make sure like you subscribe to my email on the Substack so that I can send you information there, and on YouTube you're subscribed so that I usually add posts on YouTube so that you guys can see that. Joined a company as a backend engineer, and company moved me to AI engineering. I had 9 months full experience. How many roads should be further according to you, by the way, working in computer vision? This is good, man. I had 9 months of full experience as full stack. How many roads should be further? I didn't get your question. How many roads? Yeah, I didn't get your questions. But if company is giving you like AI work, do that. Maybe there's huge demand and you'll be the only one who can do that. So who knows? In today's market, should we focus on front end or become full stack? I made a video as a fresher. Try to be like, don't do full stack, but market is changing, so it's hard to like give you like concrete answer. But I would say at least pick one and do that well, and for the full stack, at least do the basics. This is what I'm saying right now. I have been learning for last 9 months, and I mentioned I quit my education after school. What suggestion you would give by heart? If you build cool things, man. If you quit everything and then just like build things and post it on like Hack News or like other platforms where people can see your work. If you don't have education but you can build things, then it's equally good. I'm 22 pass out and now applying for jobs. Should I do DSA or MON? Oh, you graduated like 3 years ago. I would say do MON. MON is like thing like it was popular like few years ago because a lot of content people like they made a lot of videos around that. If like try to do at least the basics of DSA and then do the development, then you can do that. I type out tutorials but don't feel I'm learning. What the best way to practice coding? This is the thing, like if you with learning with tutorials, you don't get to face the problems. Like you get the solution, right? And you feel like you're learning. And when you try it on your own, you feel like you don't know anything, which happens with everyone. So I would say find like the platform I'm building. There are a lot of other platforms. Go there and practice. This is what you can do. If you can't think of like what kind of project you could do, at least go to those platforms and do. I'll be adding more front end challenges as well. I'll be migrating them. Maybe I'll add some back end as well. So meanwhile, like it's under construction, you can go to other platforms. You can find, maybe there are a few where you can practice them, and or you can build your own where like other people can practice. So build something. This is the thing. Like you need to be building things because this is what you'll be doing as a full-time engineer. Good initiative. All the best. Thank you. I type out. Okay, how do I know whether I'm good at front and back end? I don't feel like I enjoy writing code. I don't feel like I enjoy writing, but I focused output. I feel happy seeing the output rather than the process. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like coding, you won't be able to do for a long time because there are bugs where you won't be able to sleep because you want to fix them and you want to like wake up and fix them the first thing you want to do in the morning. If you don't have that thing, then I would say maybe do something else in tech. There's so many things. You can be a product person, you can be a tester, or you can go in DevOps. You can follow a lot of different paths. So if coding doesn't like you, if you don't like it, then you can certainly do other things. Okay guys, we are running out of time. What platform should you use development, like to get news or something like LinkedIn? Do you I think Twitter is the best platform to get news. Okay, So you guys good? You guys liked, not liked, subscribed, followed me on Instagram, Substack, YouTube, everything's good. So this is the platform. So few things here. If you go to challenges, you should see those challenges, right? I have dashboard. So that dashboard is like give you like what kind of challenge you have already done, how many challenges you have completed. I have these categories. I have streak as well. I have XP points. I have points as well. So I'll be adding leaderboard as well. This is just a MVP, like, yeah, don't judge me. So this is the newsletter. You can go to post. I have added some post here, but these links won't work right now. I need to fix them, but you can certainly try these challenges if you have like interview or something going on. I'm working on migrating them so that you guys can again access them. And my keyboard isn't working. If you go to YouTube, if you go to channel, so you can go and subscribe to my channel. You probably already have. I have a few videos here. So in the post I was talking about this thing, like how long you've been applying for your first tech job. So there are like almost 30% of people applying for more than 1 year. So this is crazy. I had like 185 votes. So a lot of people are applying for more than a year, and a lot of people are applying for almost 6 months, or they just started. So this tells you about what's going on in the job market right now. So if you feel like you are not getting replies from companies, then I would say just be patient. What platform? When will other challenges will release, and when the new perks membership? Yeah, with membership. Answer me, like, do you guys like? So if you go to Codstak, like I have. So I'm currently like, this is the price right now. So what is the difference between the free version and the paid version? I don't know if you can see this correctly. I'm just making it myself. So for now, for the paid version, you'll be getting a lot of things. You'll be getting coding challenges, to access to all coding challenges. If you have any issues, you can raise the support ticket. I'll be adding a lot of more interview sessions, so you guys can book a session with me. But $5 a month, I probably need to remove it. I'm thinking of adding a lifetime product, maybe like 50 or $100 something, and there like I can do like one session maybe with you guys. But here I'll be adding more live sessions. So just like this, I'll be having more live sessions so you guys can ask questions directly. And I'll be adding more video tutorials. So I've been working on them. So I'll be adding on YouTube as well, but some of them will be exclusive for the Codstak platform. I'll be adding progress tracking as well, so that you know like how much you need for the courses. So if you go, I'll go there as in a minute. Premium only courses, like premium courses, and then if you like my work, if you want to support it, then you can support my work if you feel like it's giving you some kind of benefit. So if you go to courses, so these are the courses. I like the light mode better. In the courses, I'm working on the data structures. So this is like nothing is I was just testing and adding some. This is the layout, and then we will be having a. Oh, it's not working. Yeah. So you'll be adding. I'll be giving you questions, as I was saying, right? So I'll be giving you some introduction, then I'll be giving you some challenges, so that you have a structure. You don't like feel like, oh, what should I do next? So we'll be having like time complexity, space complexity, and then string based data structure arrays, hash table linked. So this is just example. It's nothing here. This is just just the demo, like I was testing, and it's, yeah, these things, there's just in testing. So this is the basic idea with courses. I'll be adding algorithms question, then course JavaScript. I'm thinking like maybe like a month for each course, so that I can add some value. Then we'll have some React codes, and then I'll be adding some video courses as well. So I think that justifies the $5 per month, and most of the things will be free. I don't want to make like, I haven't made this just to make money. That's not the goal. If like people are using it, that's good. If people are using your product and they're getting some value, right now the only thing you can do is you can do these challenges, and if you have any issue, just email me that if you're not able to submit or anything. I did that question just for practice. I need to fix some of the UI things as well. I want to like make this thing fixed on the right side. Yeah. Okay, scroll is probably junky as well. So you'll have your question on the left side, and then you can do like run tests. You can write down your code, and then it will test against some of the inputs, and then you can submit your as well, and it will tell you that it, oh, so yeah, all test passed, you completed that, and then if you go to challenges, that should, it was already done. So you can do those challenges. I'll be doing when I need to practice them, but the basic idea, the core will be in the courses, and it will take some time. But I'll start with data structure, and then I'll algorithms, or maybe I'll start with JavaScript. I'm not too sure. Yes, so this is the basic things. Okay, let's wrap it up. What it's saying, I typed tutorials. How do I know? Okay, what platform? Okay, when will other challenges will release? Okay, that's gone. Which AI agent is best for development related to backend? Yeah, not sure about these agents things right now. Yeah, well, I think that's probably it. I'll be signing out. If you guys anything, just let me know on Instagram. You can DM me there, and that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you maybe next time.